What up, YouTube? So we just got done doing a little bit of preventative maintenance and some like fun things on the STI. Now it's time to get into the Honda, the other pride and joy of the channel. So today, thinking of doing two different things. One, we start doing all the turbo stuff, or two, we get the car raised up. I'm leaning towards starting the turbo. You know, I don't like doing suspension like that much. I'd rather start this than while the car's jacked up. I'll probably leave it jacked up, you know, put a mount or the jack stand underneath it and just leave it there. Then whenever I get the chance, I'll just take out the suspension and probably do it off camera and show you guys the ride height afterwards. So let's get it started. All right, guys, so we got this car jacked up. Don't forget your jack stands. Rule number one, jack stands. Safety first. We never used to do that. Start doing that. It's time to start this whole process. I'm gonna put you guys up on a time lapse so you can watch us and see what we do. One step closer to the edge, guys. I'm about to break. No, but in reality, that's out. Should we start it without it? No. You want to hear it? I kind of want to hear it. No, we're not gonna do it. All right.
Sounds like a weed whacker.
Next, we got this bad boy to put on. I know you guys can't see it, but it's the exhaust.
Yeah,
the headers.
All right, guys. So we got the header off, put the new one on, got the wastegate on, and Jeremy is inside grabbing all the intercooler parts. We'll try to mock up the intercooler. We have to rotate the turbo. That's probably not going to go on today, but we'll see what else we can get.
Put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a pussy, your panties get tooken. I'm not the type to go fuck with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fuck shit. Young and trapping out the bando, from the ceiling fan to the damn floor, trying to stack my money up, cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay, see the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
All right, guys, this is day one. This is what we're gonna call it. This is all in. That's all in. Drilling the holes for the intercooler was a bit of a bitch, so we're calling it there. Just gonna plug up the holes. So this is day one. You'll see part two right after this. So this is day two of working on the budget build. On last episode, you've seen us put in most of this stuff. I don't know if I mentioned it. We do have a nice little time lapse for everything. Mocked up where I want the intercooler to sit at. It is being held on by one bolt, but I'm gonna go ahead and take off the bumper bar so I can make it easier to drill in and to get everything set up and see how far we can get today. Did notice that this wastegate is a little high. I'm gonna take off that spacer plate because the hood won't shut with it on. Then, yeah, let's see how much we can get done. All right, guys. So, this is where we're at. I drilled 2 holes to hold the bumper, or on the crash bar for the intercooler. I just walked up all the way until I got to the biggest one. Then I had my Dremel and just cleaned out the edges, you know, nice little sandpaper, rounded off so there's no spurs or anything like that. Doing a test mock-up right now. Then I'm probably gonna paint the bumper, or sorry, paint the crash bar and put it back on. This is where we're at so far, guys. All right, so now that's on. There's 4 bolts to take off your bumper. They're both 12 mil. I put two 12 mil mounting bolts straight to the intercooler. Now it's time to run piping. I also dropped this down. I took out the plate. Hopefully that works. Next is see if I can clock this turbo. Clock the turbo and run the piping. Then I'll worry about the lines when I get to that. So a little word of advice. I would tell you guys, before you actually put on the manifold, I would get the turbo all clocked and ready. And there's these little bolts right here, you know, that you have to put onto the manifold. I would get that down, put the turbo on and all that stuff first before trying to figure it out while you're under the car by yourself. So far so good. I'm still getting it in. Today will be at least the fitment of everything. No startup, no nothing like that. Sorry guys. But it will be at least all put together except for like the oil pan line, the oil pan drain and stuff like that. All right, let's get it in. So this is where we're at so far. I took off the AC so I could fit the turbo. Yeah, that was a mess. It went everywhere. I had to cut the belt. Turbo's on. Everything seems to fit snug. Next is to finish taking out these lines. Then to cut that belt or figure out a way to take off that belt. And I'm gonna run all the pipes. So this is where I'm at. I got all the piping done. I'm gonna mess with this side a little bit. Probably gonna take that off and see if I marked up the right length or right spot. But turbo's in. The exhaust that they gave me is supposed to be mounted on this side. I didn't want that, so I want it facing this way. Plus it hits against this and it hits against the block. So I don't think there is even a way to mount it that way. Everything's already done. So what's left, like I said, I'm gonna try to adjust that, see if I could get it from being cockeyed. I don't know. I am like literally a couple inches off the floor and the car is raised. Got to get all the plumbing done, all the fittings, all the vacuums and all that stuff done. Got to finish taking out the AC, and then I don't know. We'll see. Something's bound to go wrong. Oh yeah, I gotta do the oil feed and return. Like I was saying, something's bound to go wrong. It's a Honda, you know, project cars. You think you got it all figured out, but something happens, and if something does happen, you know, I'll make sure to point it out on how we fixed it. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are gonna finish this car, and there will be a track day very, very, very soon. Then after that, I'm gonna start posting up all the car parts for sale. Then hopefully we can get a manual trans out of that, out of what we make. We're not gonna throw these parts up for super high. I know a lot of people are taking Honda parts and like just interiors alone, skyrocketing them. That's not us. I just want to make enough to put back into the car, to put back into the channel. So with that being said, on to next week.